Marcia Reynolds, Coach the Person, Not the Problem, A Guide to Using Reflective Inquiry. Embark on a journey towards effective coaching with Coach the Person, Not the Problem, A Guide to Using Reflective Inquiry, by Marcia Reynolds. This book summary highlights the essential skills and mindsets required to become a remarkable coach, utilizing reflective inquiry to challenge and expand clients' thinking, rather than outright offering solutions. With this technique, coaches create a thinking partnership that enables their clients to tap into beliefs, fears, and desires that fuel their choices, encouraging self-awareness and empowering individuals to reshape their behavior. Gain insight into methods like active replay, brain hacking, and goaltending, along with key elements such as goals, blocks, and actions required for effective coaching sessions.
Effective coaching through reflective inquiry. Good coaching is about more than just asking questions. Effective coaches use reflective inquiry to provoke critical thinking about the client's own thoughts and beliefs. Reflective inquiry helps clients understand the fears and desires that shape their choices. Rather than simply providing solutions, coaching should create a thinking partnership between the coach and client, creating the confidence to tackle problems on their own in the future. Reflective inquiry coaching. The power of reflective inquiry helps people overcome resistance to change by prompting self-awareness. Reflective inquiry is a two-way conversation in which an effective coach summarizes a client's own words and paraphrases his or her ideas. Coaching sessions include establishing goals, identifying hurdles, and determining next steps. By participating openly and reflecting on any revelations, clients can maximize the impact of their coaching sessions. This approach to coaching focuses on transforming the client's behavior rather than simply solving a problem. Reflective inquiry coaching is illustrated by a client who became a better leader after recognizing her reluctance to recognize cultural differences. 5 techniques for reflective inquiry. The article introduces 5 techniques that coaches can use to facilitate reflective inquiry: focus, active replay, brain hacking, goaltending, and new and next. Coaches can begin a two-way conversation with clients to identify a problem or situation that needs resolution and then gradually shift the focus away from the particular problem. This shift can make clients uncomfortable, but it allows coaches to help bring to light any hurdles and misperceptions that cloud the client's thinking. Through awareness-based coaching, the focus shifts from the initial problem to the client, uncovering sentiments that the client has been unable or unwilling to acknowledge. The article explains how to use the focus technique effectively by setting clear expectations, confirming belief in the client's abilities, and knowing when to transition from the problem to the client. Coaching through reflective listening. The power of restating a client's story lies in its ability to offer insights and clarity into the client's direction. It involves 2 active replay strategies: summarizing and observing. Summarizing a client's words may seem simple, but it can help them understand their true motivations. To summarize effectively, coaches use recapping, paraphrasing, and encapsulating techniques. Additionally, coaches observe clients as they discuss their concerns, noticing hesitations, emotional shifts, or changes in tone. Reflective statements and questions provide an active replay of not just the behaviors but also the beliefs, fears, disappointments, betrayals, conflicts of values, and desires prompting their actions. A coach should avoid judging clients and instead provide emotional safety by recapping the client's words, drilling down to the main points of their story, and noticing any changes in temperament. Overall, the restating coaching method encourages more open communication, allowing clients to examine their thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Coaching clients to overcome biases and prejudices. Life experiences shape the beliefs, biases, and assumptions that clients hold. As a coach, it is critical to help clients dig deeper to understand their values and how they influence their decisions. However, this must be balanced with social needs such as respect and control. Coaches must also be careful not to judge their clients and to instead notice their emotional reactions and affirm their efforts and intentions. By reframing desired outcomes in the context of clients' values, coaches can help clients overcome biases and prejudices that may hinder their decision-making abilities. In a coaching session, for instance, the coach encouraged the client to question her beliefs about what good managers should achieve before making a tough decision. Overall, life experiences provide valuable context for clients, but coaches must guide them in examining their experiences to better handle problems and challenges in their day-to-day lives. Coaching outcomes. When setting coaching goals, the desired outcome should be clear from the start. However, coaches must be prepared to adjust goals as needed while ensuring that the client agrees with any changes. By using 3 vital practices, coaches can sustain focus, help clients sort through their options, and identify steps toward commitment. Coaches must also listen carefully for all issues, including emotional triggers that may arise when fear, frustration, or embarrassment sets in. When the outcome shifts, the coach should relay this to clients to discuss the next steps. However, the focus must remain literal so that clients can apply what they learn. Maximizing coaching sessions. Coaching clients requires a commitment to action and acknowledging insights before moving forward. During coaching sessions, coaches help clients reiterate objectives and focus on next steps to develop a plan of action. To maximize the coaching session, emotional shifts that may lead to new revelations should be recognized and shared, allowing clients to shape the direction of the coaching. By taking these steps, clients are more likely to follow through on their plans and reach their goals. 3 habits of successful coaches. Successful coaches create a safe environment for clients to open up by mastering the ARC of coaching, a framework consisting of 3 mental habits: align your brain, receive, not just listen, and catch and release judgment. The ARC of coaching is a framework that helps coaches create a safe space for their clients to discuss their concerns and ideas and to reflect on their thoughts. The framework consists of 3 mental habits that successful coaches need to master. The first habit is to align your brain. This involves practicing physical and mental awareness to help focus on the conversation. The coach's objective is to broaden the client's perspective, and this requires giving the client space to tell their story and participate in the conversation rather than steering the conversation themselves. The second habit of successful coaches is to receive, not just listen. This involves actively listening and holding back judgment, enabling coaches to read their clients' emotions and words better. Through this approach, coaches can strengthen the thinking partnership. The third and final habit of successful coaches is to catch and release judgment. Coaches must recognize when their biases could impede their ability to forge a partnership with their clients. Instead of guessing why a client laughs nervously, the coach needs to ask what thoughts the client had at the moment. When individuals develop coaching skills, they can benefit significantly, and organizations that instill a coaching culture reap even more significant gains. The coaching mindset opens up people's minds to new perspectives and helps increase employee engagement, resulting in a more agile work environment with lower turnover.
In conclusion, Marcia Reynolds' Coach the Person, Not the Problem, champions reflective inquiry as the cornerstone of effective coaching, fostering critical thinking and self-awareness instead of blindly striving for immediate solutions. With key techniques such as focus, active replay, brain hacking, goaltending, and new and next, coaches can develop a partnership with their clients that facilitates personal growth and life-changing insights. By going through these techniques, coaches uncover clients' belief systems, challenge their mindsets, and inspire meaningful change. Investing time and effort to inculcate an organizational coaching culture brings immense benefits, including heightened employee engagement, lower turnover, and a more agile working environment.